What is going on, Numb Rage? Coming back with another Rager. We are here with some Madden 24 Carolina Panthers rebuild. So, let's go over their roster real quick. Um, we're in week one. We know what they did with their last pick. Bryce Young, Roll Tide, huge Bama fan, obviously. Love the pick. Super. I mean, the last couple years that we've had Bryce, I mean, he was the offense. Um, we didn't really have as many big time playmakers and wide receivers as we had the past few years. Um, but I mean, he just really carried our offense for the most part. Uh, Andy Dalton, Matt Corral, Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Uh, Wide receivers, they signed Adam Thielen, DJ Chark as well, Laviska Shenault, Terrace Marshall Jr., and then one of their draft picks, I think he was a third round pick, Jonathan Mingo, Shi Smith, Hayden Hurst, Ian Thomas, Tommy Trimble, who I thought would be a little bit better, but we're about to find out. I might end up starting him because I really don't have super high hope for. Well, I mean, it just depends on what Hayden Hurst's contract is. Um, I don't know. I don't remember. Let me actually look at this real quick. Sorry, he's got 3 years, so it's not like I could probably get out of that contract. Left tackle Ike Ekwamu, solid, really good rookie year, or solid good rookie year. Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Roll Tide, Austin Corbett, Chandler Savala, who's also a rookie. Uh, right, he's out of NC State. Yeah, okay. Taylor Moton, Shy Tuttle, Taylor Stallworth, Derek Brown. Hopefully he can progress a little bit. Henry Anderson, Brian Burns, love Brian Burns, Frankie Louvu, who will probably play opposite of DJ Johnson. I mean, that's an interesting pick, but he is 24 years old. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably gonna start Luvu on the other side. I love Frankie. He's just a playmaker. He's a baller. But Brian Burns, solid, super good pass rusher. J.C. Horns, super good corner. Dante Jackson, C.J. Anderson, Keith Taylor Jr. I like Wright. I'm pretty sure he's pretty good. He was good at Oregon State, I'm pretty sure. Jeremy Chin, Von Bell and Eric Rowe, and then James. Is that Jamie? Yeah, Jamie Robinson out of Florida State. Pretty decently high overall, honestly. Now he'll probably sit back this year, and then Xavier Woods would probably start in the free safety position while Jeremy Chin and Shaq Thomas are in the sub linebacker position. Thompson are in the sub linebacker position. They do have Brandon Smith, so this is a solid little. This is kind of why I want to use them as my offline franchise. They don't have a first round pick this year, but they have picks. It's not like they mortgage their future uh, for. I mean, they have picks. They are obviously have our fifth round pick. I'm a Tennessee fan, so yeah, they have our fifth round pick next year. So it's it's not like they gave up a whole lot for him, and they got their quarterback, and he's just calm, cool, and collected. So let's get started in this rebuild. I don't think I'm gonna make any trades. I'll think about it real quick, and if I come up with one, I will let you know. We are at the midseason mark for the Carolina Panthers rebuild. I know I said that weird, but here we are. We are 2-4. I did set the depth chart and scouting. Let's look at how we are 2-4. So that's kind of rough, but let's see. We have Brian Burns, Jeremy Chin, Frankie Louvu, DJ Chark, CJ Ender. We have a few people to re-sign. I'm probably gonna get those re-signed, but I'll see y'all at the end of the season. For a 2024 third round pick to the Lions. Kind of makes sense. He was a free agent, as you well know, and I can't bring back everybody in this, so he's kind of the odd man out. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of money, so I'm going to try to trim some eventually. But yeah, hopefully we make the playoffs. We ended up 5-12, so definitely didn't make the playoffs, and we don't have our first round pick this year, so it's a little underwhelming, to say the least. So let's go look at our stats and awards. Let's see how Bryce did. 3,500 yards almost, 25 touchdowns to 17 picks. So rough go for Bryce. Miles Sanders, 4.1 a clip. It's okay, 9 tutties. It's not bad, but could be better for sure. Receiving, DJ Chark led us with 869 yards with 64 receptions, 5 tutties. Terrence Marshall Jr. went 7 of 7, 4 tutties. Jonathan Mingo, 695 with 5 tutties. And then Hayden Hurst, 588 yards, 5 tutties. So not the greatest receiving. Jeremy Chin, 105 tackles, 6 for loss. Shy Tuttle led us in tackles for loss. Derek Brown right behind him. Sacks. Derek Brown was the sack leader, which is not great, with 6.5. 2 picks for Thompson and Dante Jackson. One from a handful of players. Not the greatest start to a series ever, and then like I feel like pass rush presence, on sim sliders, but simulating is not the greatest. Uh, just finding that out now. Not a whole lot of big sack leaders. I think Harold Landry in my Titans rebuild. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And if you're still here, give the video a like. Don't cost a thing. MVP, Patty, obviously. We are in the NFC. Lamb with Offensive Player of the Year. Bryce comes in at 4. Robinson 1. Brian Branch, that's pretty cool. Roll Tide. DJ Johnson at 8 for us. And that's probably going to be it. Yep, that is it for awards. We didn't really get anything. That's unfortunate, but it happens. You never know with him. But I should be. I'll see what I can do to get Sim to resign, basically. I had to franchise tag Brian Burns. He didn't want to come back. I offered him a few contracts throughout the season, so it is a little concerning. I did sign CJ Henderson back, but basically all of our wide receivers went to free agency, so that sucks. I do see someone I really want, Christian Wilkins. That's a pretty decent get that I kind of want. Let's see. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money right now, and it's very unfortunate that I don't have enough money, but I think our best bet would to be going after offensive linemen. Unfortunately, it's not sexy. I think it's Ruiz here. I want to give him maybe a 4-year deal. No, let's go 5. Extend this money a little bit. See what we are the best offer, so yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it. Let me go look at the roster. I'll come back with all my offers out and everything. So far, these are the contracts that I'm going to be offering out. One to Zach Ziegler, Zeller, not Ziegler, Ruiz and Malik Collins. Collins and Ziegler are both 1-year deals. Ruiz is obviously 4. You saw me offer that. Let's see if we can get them. We got all 3. So I guess it's draft time, baby. It's draft time. With my first pick of the 2024 draft, we have pick 6 in the second round because obviously we don't have this. There's a center that's sitting here who looks very solid. I think I'm gonna grab him. We have a few things down the board that I like, uh, but yeah, he looks solid. So hidden dev, that's all you can really ask for on O lineman. So yeah, on to the next. Next pick, sixth in the third round, is going to be this tight end, 6'5", 256, 22-year-old Mitchell Aldridge. Looks insane. He's possession though, so solid. He should be just absolutely. He should be X Factor. But, you know, hidden dev, obviously, 86 speed, 88 acceleration. Change of direction isn't there, but possession receiver slash whatever. Kind of reminds me of a Travis Kelce, although he's got wiggle. We have pick 24. I might as well just go ahead and pick it. I have a few things on my mind. There's a corner that I'm kind of eyeing, and there's also a wide receiver that I'm kind of eyeing. There's this wide receiver in the day 3. I think I can wait on him. Let's see if that receiver or that corner is still there and available. He also is. So it's really who do you want? Who do you want? Does anybody look good here? This D tackle doesn't look awful. He looks solid with good strength, great excel. I think I better just take what is known, in my opinion. We could go this dude, but he just doesn't look good. I mean, he doesn't look the greatest either. I mean, we have multiple picks, so let's just take this slot. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Oh man, okay. I mean, round 2 to 3 is better, technically. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the slot receiver, might as well. Normal dev, though, that's what I was afraid of. But he looks solid. If he was in a user league, he'd be good, but, I guess the next pick might be the corner.
With the next selection,
if he is still there.
Panthers on the clock.
I like our first 3 picks. I mean, not having a pick in the first round, getting a round 1 talent is pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this guy, Reggie Fisher.
The Tennessee
Normal
Titans
dev, unfortunate, but you know the talent's there. It's just I mean, I don't even think he'll be able to play this year, which is unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes. And then I guess it's just going to be wide receiver depth, mainly. After this pick, I'm probably just going to simulate the rest. Probably just be another wide receiver. Let's see if I can find, yeah, it's just these 2 round 3 to 4s. And honestly, Adrian Abbott looks the best out of the 2. And he is also normal dev, so yes, I will be simulating the rest. Draft recap, we didn't do too bad. Davis was a 74, Aldridge was also a 74. That's interesting because, well, no, he wasn't. Anyways, wide receiver, DuBose was a 71. Fisher was also a 71. Abbott was a 69. Cruz, I did end up taking both of these picks. This DT was out, actually hidden. Did take both of them, but like I call it simulating. It's honestly, it doesn't matter. It just kind of skips recording it. You know what I mean? And they're late picks. This draft class was honestly not great. None of these guys. I guess Colbert I could have gotten. Jarris Colbert I could have gotten. Agnew, I also could have had. I mean, I'm honestly not upset about it. This running back, this was kind of a weaker draft class, I will say. 77 is definitely one of the weaker numbers I've seen, but I mean, it was still a draft class. But yeah, happy with it. Hopefully, they contribute to some wins. I do like the fact that we got some hiddens in there as well, but I'll see y'all with the depth chart for season 2. Season 2, Bryce Young, Miles Sanders, Chuba, Deion Jackson. It will be Tommy Trimble as the fullback. Uh, let's actually move Ian Thomas up as well. Wide receiver, it will be Mingo, Marshall, DuBose, uh, and then Abbott. Adam Thielen. I just don't want to play Adam Thielen. I just don't. Mitchell Aldridge will be the starting tight end. Line Icky, Cesar Ruiz, Allen Davis, the rookie, Austin Corbett, and then Taylor Moton. So a solid offensive line. Zach Zeiler, left end, Derek Brown, right end, DT Malik, the rookie Max Felton, right end behind him. Then Brian Burns and Marnie Barno is the backup. Shaq Thomas. I did sign Landon Collins at a free agency with Brandon Smith and then Bumper Pool. Then DJ Johnson as the other outside linebacker. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, CJ, the rookie, and then Keith Taylor Jr., Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods, and then Von Bell, Jamie Robinson, sorry. And then third down back would be Miles Sanders. Power back, also Miles Sanders. The slot receiver, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to DeBose. Thielen can be there, I guess. Ryan Burns, Marnie Barno, DJ Johnson, Marnie Barno. Derek Brown and Zeiler. I think that sounds good. And then for sub linebackers, it will be Thompson and Chin with Collins there as well. Slot corner will be, I guess it'll be Jackson, and then Henderson, and then Fisher. So that's going to be the lineup for season 2. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should be looking at. I think that's it for season 2. Yeah, I'm going to set scouts and then see y'all mid-season. Season mark, and we are currently 4-2. We have a breakout linebacker. Who might that be? Watch it be Landon Collins. No, it's DJ. Nice. Okay. Uh, I did re-sign Brian Burns. I re-signed a couple of people. Brian Burns was the one of note. I know Derek Brown's in here. I have to try to re-sign him. And Austin Corbett. I'm going to try to get them done. I'm going to go with the very low risk. I'm trying to win a title as soon as possible. And then Austin Corbett, I will also try to re-sign for a cheaper deal. Well, not cheap, but a smaller deal, I guess. Alright, and he's back. So, got a right guard or D tackle slash DN. I'm comfortable with letting everybody else go, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we will accept Icky's option later at the end when we are able to. But I guess it's time for the playoffs. Hopefully we make it. In the playoffs, 8-9. Let's go over these stats and roster. We started off hot, but just ended it in a terrible fashion. I don't understand why that's so glitched out right now. Maybe it's because we're in the playoffs. Bryce does look like he had a pretty good season, which he did. 4,000 yards passing, 32 tutties, 12 interceptions, 68% completion percentage. Miles Sanders had a little bit better of a year, I would say. 1,300 yards, 11 tutties. Chuba Hubbard also came in with 5, so not bad. Receiving, Jonathan Mingo, 68 catches, 1,100 yards and 10 tutties. Terrence Marshall Jr., 958 yards, 4 tutties. The new tight end, the rookie tight end, 800 yards and 6. The rookie receiver, 674 yards with 4. Yeah, that's about it. So defense, Jeremy Chin with 113 tackles, four for loss, three sacks to go with that. Tackles for loss, Derek Brown and Zyler, who had 10 sacks that led the team. That's insane. Brian Burns, you're getting paid way too much money to have 7 sacks. J.C. Horn with 3 picks, Jeremy Chin with 2, Dante Jackson with 1, a few others with 1. So not the season we were quite looking for. Um, Bit unfortunate, even though Bryce did play pretty good. Patty Mahomes with his back-to-back MVPs. Jalen Hurts, Offensive Player of the Year. Was Bryce in there? He was not. Unfortunate. Defensive Player of the Year, nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Aldridge was 2, DeBose was 4. Hmm. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think, yeah, we didn't have any. That's about it. I don't think we had any, yeah, we didn't have any award winners, so as unfortunate as that is, we did a little bit better than we did last year, so that's good to build on. We'll see what we can get in free agency. We don't have much cap space, but we'll send to the off season and we'll see what we can do. That I'm really making right now. A 4-year deal for I believe for Tony. 1-year deal for Shaq, and then a 2-year deal for Elijah. We'll see if we can get them. If we don't, we don't. We do, we do. Tony we did not get, but we did not get Thompson. We'll see if we get Tony again. And we did end up getting Tony, so that's a sick haul there for Tony. We'll try another 1 year on another linebacker. It'll probably be Ernest because he's a scheme fit and he kind of wants to be here. It will be only a 1-year deal. I don't want to tie any money up. We do have to re-sign Bryce soon, so let's hope we get him. And we did. So we did get every position I kind of wanted targeted. So I guess it's draft time, baby. We are going to be trading out of this pick. We're going to be trading with the 49ers because we do not have a second round pick. So I kind of want to get that. I have somebody I'm eyeing. Hopefully they don't get taken. But if they do, I do have really 3 players that I can take with this pick that I really can't mess up unless they all 3 go, which they're not supposed to, but we'll see. And then we get the next pick that they have. But here we are. It is a DT. It is Brandon. I mean, he actually doesn't look as good as this. So we were going to be taking Cordell Wilburn. Well, he actually might be there later. This other DT might not be. So yeah, let's take what about the other dude? We're gonna be okay. So we're gonna be taking Brandon Roberts, 6'4", 311 pounds, 21 years old, round 1 talent. Looks insane. So yeah, welcome to the team, Brandon Roberts.
The Bengals.
Hidden dev, 93 strength, 83 acceleration, and 70 speed. So sick for a DT. We do run a 3-4, so it's good. One of the other 2 would be great, but I will see y'all with the next pick. Receiver, I thought I was recording. Enrique Chavez, 5'11", 199, 21 years old, out of Virginia Tech. 89 speed, 94 excel. Both of the other round 1 talents were gone. It's the problem with trading back. And I didn't really want to trade up for, with future assets. It sucks, but we did end up coming out of there with at least one round 1 talent. So that's pretty solid. And Enrique right there was a blind pick. I had nothing on the board really scouted. And he was not scouted that well either. Scouting this time was not the greatest, but I think this left guard doesn't look half bad. Even though we really don't need guard. do have some people getting on the older side. Let's go ahead. A awareness too.
On the
Hidden
clock
dev,
now,
86
the
strength,
Buffalo
not the greatest,
Bills.
but 80 excel, which is pretty good. So yeah, we got a hidden dev guard. He looked pretty good just on base stats, but I will see y'all with the next pick. And then probably gonna sim or whatever. It just depends. I think we were in like the fourth or fifth round, and I ended up taking this linebacker Thomas Drummond. He's a hidden dev. He'll probably be starting 6'3", 248, 21 years old. I mean, he looked pretty good, and we were in the sixth round, and we just decided to take him. But I'll see y'all at free agency recap, or not free agency recap, draft recap. So it looks like our draft was okay. Brandon Roberts ended up being a 77, so that's solid. Enrique was a 75, which I was expecting a lot less, but I'm fine with that. Our left guard was a 74. Barnett, who was I think that did have hidden? No, he had normal. So Barnett and then Mullins both have normal, and then Drummond, the middle linebacker, had hidden. This right end also had hidden because I picked him, and then we got a kicker, which is a 69 overall. So nice. Let's look at this draft class in the entirety. I see an 80 cornerback there that was picked second overall. This free safety was an 80 overall. This corner 79. I feel like corners are just like insane. Like I feel like every draft they're like the top 5 players are DBs. That's ridiculous. Okay, and then Trey Watson was a 77, who we got Roberts in at the end of the first round. Trying to look and see where that other DT Wilburn, he was a 76, so I'm glad I went with the one I did go with. There was a left end. I believe it's Alexander Wright, who's a 75. No, that's wrong. I think it was Jamie McClain, but he is also a 75. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that draft. I think it's just time to head into next season. For season 3, Bryce Young at QB, obviously, who is up to an 85 overall, so that's solid. Miles Sanders, Elijah Mitchell. It will be, I guess, Hayden Hurst in the fullback spot, Kadarius Toney, Jonathan Mingo, and then the rookie Chavez. Uh, will be rounding out our 3. I might, no, I'll keep it like it is. I'll keep it like it is. Uh, Mitchell Aldridge, and then Ian Thomas will be the tight ends. Ike Akwamu, Cesar Ruiz, Alan Davis, Austin Corbett, and then Taylor Moton. Round out the offensive line. Zach Zeiler, Derek Brown, and the rookie Brandon Roberts will be the 3 down linemen. And then Brian Burns, Amari Barno, N'Kobe Dean, and Ernest Jones. I got Dean out of free agency. This is the rookie hidden dev. Like, I don't know if I want to start him or not. Probably not, but then DJ Johnson, uh, J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, Z.J. Henderson, Reggie Fisher, and then Rajon Wright. Safety, Jeremy Chin, and Von Bell with Jamie Robinson. Third down back is probably going to be Miles Sanders. Power back, Miles Sanders. Slot wide receiver will be Chavez. DeBose and then Terrence Marshall will be there. Brian Burns and DJ will be rushing the passer. Rush DT will be. I'm going to do Roberts and Derek Brown just because Roberts is a rookie. I think he'll be a lot better. Jeremy Chin will be the sub linebacker with N'Kobe Dean. Have that speed out there. And then slot corner, I'm going to put it as Dante again. And then Fisher backing him up in the slot. So that's going to be the roster for, I believe, season 3. Hopefully we make the playoffs this year. I don't think we went up in overall or anything this year, which I feel is weird because we have a better receiver group, some better rookies in better positions. But I will see y'all at the midseason mark. Currently 4-3 at the midseason mark, but I did find something pretty funny, pretty interesting. It seems that our tight end has superstar X factor. Now, do I think he started out with it? Maybe. And obviously, Bryce has always had superstars, so that's not news in my opinion. Uh, let's see. I don't think he earned it this season. It doesn't look like. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's earned it this season, so he's must have either had it the whole time or whatever. We'll go over all the abilities anyways. A lot of normal or stars, obviously. Uh, Jeremy Chin is up to X Factor, which I had a feeling JC's only star, but that's about it. I just found it funny. I went to go upgrade the tight end, and he ended up having Superstar X Factor, which don't mind it a bit, but hopefully we can uh, make the playoffs this season. Uh, really deserve it. Here at the playoffs, and we finally made it. So let's go over these stats real quick. I don't know. I bring that menu up every single time. We ended up going 12-5. How we just missed like the first round bye is beyond me. Bryce, it seems like he took a step back, but a step forward. 3,500 yards, almost 36, with 35 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. That 72% completion percentage is pretty good. Miles Sanders, not the greatest, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, but Elijah Mitchell with almost 500 with the touchdown vulture, but that's pretty funny. Receiving, Kadarius Toney with only 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. The rookie Enrique Chavez with 800 yards and 12 touchdowns. Jonathan Mingo 728 yards with 3 touchdowns. The tight end with almost 700 and 6 touchdowns. So not a bad season from the receivers. Jeremy Chin with 88 tackles, 6 for loss. Derek Brown led us with 13 tackles for loss. DJ Johnson with 11. Max Felton with 11 as well. And then QB sacks, 13.5 for Brian Burns. Earn that money, buddy. And then Derek Brown, 7.5. DJ with 5. The rookie DT with 5. So why did Max Felton play that much? He didn't have a whole lot. I wish it showed snaps. But anyways, interceptions. J.C. Horn led us with 8 interceptions. That's probably the highest number of interceptions I've ever seen. Jeremy Chin with 2, Von Bell with 2, and then a handful with 1. See if we had any defensive touchdowns. 1 from J.C. Horn. You would have to with that many interceptions. Let's see what the yearly awards. I feel like Bryce was a lot better than he was last year, especially with turning the ball over. This is Patrick Mahomes' 3rd MVP of the rebuild. Defensive Player of the Year, we didn't. J.C. Horn with 8 picks. It's not even close. Enrique Chavez was Offensive Rookie of the Year, so that's sweet. Brandon Roberts was 6th. Bryce was 2nd best QB. Cesar Ruiz was best O-lineman. Brian Burns was 2nd. J.C. Horn was best DB, and I guess we had the best. Or no, that wasn't. It's not us. But yeah, solid season so far. Let's see if we can beat the Falcons, which surprise visit from them. Let's advance and see what we can do with them. We ended up beating them 24-17. Pretty solid win there. Let's see what we do against Green Bay now. They went 13-4. Hopefully we can get past them, and we do to the end. And it was not even close. Not even a close contest. We're going up against Dallas right now. They also went 12-5. Trying to get all the upgrades we can before we take them on for the NFC Championship. Let's see the weekly awards because that'll show kind of how the game went. Uh, Bryce Young, 3 touchdown passes, 200 yards. J.C. Horn got an interception and a touchdown, pick six. Patty Mahomes looks like he is doing work over there on the AFC side. So hopefully we can get past these Cowboys. Moment of truth. We ended up losing 34-11. Ah man, what a way to go out. 34-11. So I guess we'll just sim to next week because it is Super Bowl week. See who went up, who went down. See if we had any changes to the roster. I know we have a couple of people to resign. Bryce has his 5th-year option. I'm going to accept. We have a lot of money. Enrique went up to Superstar, who will be taking over for Mingo in the second wide receiver spot. Caesar went up to... No, I think he always had Star. Could be wrong, but our offensive line is solid. It's those linebackers that are really getting us. The rookie is a star dev. JC went up to Superstar. Looks like we have a little bit of work. Hopefully we can get better in certain areas. But yeah, I will see y'all in free agency. Players I'm going after. Jalen Phillips, obviously, but the Rams are severely outbidding me. 15 teams that are interested, so it's a long shot, but still in the race. Taylor Moton, want him to come back. Cole Holcomb, hopefully, doubtful, and then Von Bell. So we'll see if we get them right real quick. It looks like we got only Von Bell. We'll see if we get Taylor Moton again. Looks like people are actually interested more. Just why doesn't he want to come here? I'll see one more time. We also did not get him, so those were just pipe dreams. Obviously, Jalen Phillips went to the Rams, who are offering everything. I'll probably go after Trent Brown then on a 1 year. I could have paid Taylor a little bit more, but not really. It didn't really matter that much. Do kind of want to go after another middle linebacker. Maybe Jermaine Pratt. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go after him too. But I will advance, and I will let y'all know if we get those two. Von Bell, Bobby Wagner, and Trent Brown. So not the greatest haul, but 1-year deals. I think Trent was also 1-year deals. So yeah, a lot of 1-year deals. But it's time for the draft. Hopefully we can get some players in the positions that we really need. We traded up in this draft to pick 18. My dude didn't happen to be there, but we're going to take Paul Stamper. Hopefully he is hidden, and he is. 92 speed, 89 excel, 91 agility. We traded a first this year, a first next year. It was unfortunate. He just didn't happen to fall there. I'll let you know who it was. It was an edge rusher, but probably going to move Jeremy Chin to linebacker, and then Paul Stamper is probably just going to stay at free safety. So we have something to do at linebacker now, and hopefully we're not too spread thin there. But let's go ahead and try to find somebody else to pick. So far in, this is probably going to be our last season, so it's not going to be the draft picks aren't going to be a super necessity. That you just never know. Might revisit them. I will come back with the next pick. With our second pick in the draft, I think we're going to go with this dude. He doesn't look the greatest, which is unfortunate. He does have B finesse moves. The block shedding's so bad, though. He does play the position, but I just don't think he's going to be better than DJ Johnson right now. I think I just changed my own mind, unfortunately. let's see what we have overall right now. I just don't like settling for somebody like that, honestly. Um, this receiver looks good. We really don't need receiver, but I mean he is. I mean we could go grab this center that's really not going to play, but he is probably the best
It's
available,
the
and he
Dallas
is. Hidden
Cowboys
Dev,
now on
92
the clock.
strength, 77 speed. This dude looks insane. Uh, Probably going to send the rest. I will see y'all at the draft recap. Here at the draft recap, our first overall pick was a 76 overall, so not bad. Joey Young, our center, was a 75. The rest were not that great. Uh, Unfortunately, I did pick all of these people, but none of them had hidden, I don't believe. And I mean, the last pick was pretty good, but that third round pick was really, really bad. Let's look at this entire class. I'll show you who I was targeting to trade up for him. Uh, it was Jamie Alexander, so I'm kind of glad that that happened. He is not as good as the person I actually ended up picking. It doesn't look like this class was too good either. Running back in the second round was the top player. Yeah, we got the third overall player, tied for 3, and not by much. So yeah, in a bad draft class, we ended up getting one of the better players. I'll take that as a W. And I will. I guess it's time to see the depth chart for the final season. We just traded our right guard, a 2/3, a fourth, and a fifth for Montez Sweat. I don't know. I guess since they added more draft spots, like you have to just throw in a ton of picks unless like they're just similar players. I don't know. But Montez Sweat is now a Panther. He will be rushing opposite of Brian Burns, so that's happened. And also, let me go to league transactions real quick because I missed a recording of the other trade that I made. I'm trying to go all out to win this season. Hopefully it works. We ended up trading. I moved him to right guard, by the way. That's what the editing was. And I moved him to middle linebacker. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I traded for Christian Barmore. He was on the last year of his deal. He had a backup for a second round pick. I believe that was it. Yeah, it was a second round pick, but Christian Barmore and Montez Sweat are now Carolina Panthers. Uh, I will be right back for the final depth chart. The depth chart for the final season. Bryce Young at an 89 overall. Miles Sanders, 87 overall with Elijah Mitchell. Will Dissly is fullback. Kadarius Toney, Enrique Chavez, and Jonathan Mingo. Tight end Mitchell Aldridge, and then Will Dissly, and then Taven Dillon. Left tackle Ike Ekwamu, Cesar Ruiz, Allen Davis, Austin Corbett, and then Trent Brown instead of Taylor Moton. Derek, Christian Barmore. Okay, well, I guess they're starting opposite of each other. So Derek Brown will be left end. Christian Barmore will be right end because that makes so much sense. Brandon Roberts and then Max Felton will be DTs. Brian Burns, outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Jeremy Chin and Bobby Wagner. Uh, I mean, just for the overall sake, I guess. Montez Sweat and DJ Johnson. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, and Reggie Fisher, with Tavarius Benson there as well. Free safety, Paul Stamper, the rookie. Von Bell, and then Jamie Robinson. Uh, Third down back will be Miles Sanders. Power back, also Miles Sanders. Slot wide receiver will be, let's put Tony there. I like that. And then Dubois. Rush left end, Brian Burns. Rush right end, Montez Sweat. Rush DT, Christian Barmore, and Derek Brown. I guess it makes sense. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it makes sense for Christian Barmore to be there. Jeremy Chin and Jeremy Chin and Bobby Wagner is sub linebackers, and then slot corner will be Reggie Fisher and I guess Tavarius Benson. So that's going to be the team. I will see y'all in the playoffs. We are here in the playoffs. We went 11-6, so worse than last year, but we still did end up making the playoffs. Let's go over the stats real quick and the award winners. Um, Hopefully, we make a deep playoff run because we really could use it, honestly. So, Bryce was 8th in the NFL in passing yards, almost 4,000, 29 tutties, 6 picks, 72% completion percentage, so not bad. Miles Sanders had an off year with only 1,000 with 9 touchdowns. Elijah really didn't do much. Kadarius Toney with 1,006. Enrique with 1,001 and then 10 touchdowns. Mitchell Aldridge with 710 and 7. Jonathan Mingo with 577 and 4. That's about it. Defense. Jeremy Chin with 143 tackles, 9 for loss, 3.5 sacks, and 5 interceptions. That's Defensive Player of the Year if I've ever seen it. 16 tackles for loss for Derek Brown with 9 for Jeremy Chin and 9 for Brian Burns. Looks like we have 2 decent sack leaders now. 10.5 for Montez and 10 for Brian Burns, 6 for Derek Brown. Barmore really didn't do much, but that's okay. Roberts had put up 3 as well. Picks, 5 for Chin, 2 for Fisher, 1 for Bell, 1 for Stamper. That's about it. Only 1 for Horn this year, so did a little bit worse than he did last year. Let's see these awards. See if we got anything. Burrow won MVP. At least it wasn't. At least it wasn't Patty Mahomes. Defensive. How does he not win Defensive Rookie or Player of the Year? That's insane. Bob Jackson, Stamper at 8. It's not looking like we're gonna win any awards. We didn't. Unfortunate because Jeremy Chin put a 6 season up. So let's see if we can get a playoff win. Maybe we go deep. Maybe we get booted first round. We're about to see. First matchup is against the Bears. And we end up losing 10-7. So couldn't do it there. That's going to end this rebuild. No Super Bowls as of yet. Unfortunate end of the season, but we'll take one look at the team. The final team. The 88 overall team. In all of their glory. Bryce Young playing up to a 94. Enrique Chavez, 87. Mitchell Aldridge with 91. I mean, that line's pretty solid too. The receivers are solid. We rolled with Miles Sanders the whole time. It's pretty decently sized contract. Depth on the receiving squad too. Defense could be a lot worse. We play a 3-4, so this isn't really the setup anyways. But Brian Burns and Montez for that last season didn't really do much. Our rookie only had Star, so that sucks. But yeah, I mean, it was a decent squad. We had 2 playoff appearances and only 1 playoff run to the conference championship. But that's going to do it for that episode. If you liked it, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.